Hello everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Destiny video. With the release of Legacies, I played in a small 4-player event at my local game store. We did a sealed event this time, so the last few times have been draft. But with Legacies out, we decided to do a sealed event. So we each got 8 packs of Legacies, and we also allowed ourselves to use one of each of the starters. So you'd use one Boba Fett starter and one Luke Skywalker starter. Unfortunately, I didn't open any legendaries in my packs, but I still went 2 in 1. So we're playing Luke Skywalker at Elite for 14 points. 1 range, 2 range, melee, shield, resource blank, and as a power action, you can spend 2 resources to resolve one of this character's or upgrade dice, increasing its value by 2. This ended up being a really strong power action. And he has 11 health. And then I had one Obi-Wan Kenobi for 15. Has 12 health, 3 melee damage for a resource, shield, resource blank, and after you activate this character, you may give a character 1 shield. So into our upgrades, we have 1 Force Focus from the Luke starter, neutral 2 cost, shield, resource, special, blank, and play spot a blue character, and a special turn 1 of your dice to any side. You may reveal a blue card from your hand to turn an opponent's die to any side. So this special actually worked pretty well, as I was able to focus Obi-Wan into his 3 damage and also blank out some of my opponent's dice. Have 1 Force Rend, and we also didn't have hero or villain restrictions. So in draft or sealed, you can mix and match the sides. So I have a Force Rend, 3 resources, 2 range damage plus 2 range damage, resource, special, blank, blue character only, special, spend resources equal to the cost of a support or upgrade in play to discard it. Next up from the starter set, I have 1 heirloom lightsaber, 3 resources, 1 melee damage, 2 melee damage, 3 melee damage, shield, resource, blank, and this upgrade has the redeploy keyword while it's on a blue character. Next up, I had 2 hidden blasters, 2 cost, 1 range damage, plus 2 range damage, plus 2 range damage, disrupt, resource, blank, has ambush, and after you play this upgrade, you may remove 1 shield from a character. We had 2 hunting rifle from the starter, 1 cost, 1 range, 2 range for a resource, disrupt, resource, double blanks. Had 1 quick draw holster, so 0 cost. After you activate the attached character, you may reroll any number of their weapon dice. And I had 1 resilient. So 2 cost. After an opponent's card effect removes 1 of the attached character's dice, you may exhaust this upgrade to roll that die into your pool. Let's go into our supports. So I had 1 backup specialist. 1 cost. Exhaust this support to reroll up to 2 of your dice. Had 1 defensive teaching. 0 cost. Each of your blue characters can have 1 additional shield. Had 2 perseverance. 1 cost. Exhaust this support to reroll 1 of your dice, then you may reroll it again. Add 1 R2D2, 1 cost, 1 melee, disrupt, resource, or shield, resource, double specials. Draw a card, you may turn 1 of your dice to any side. So I was able to do this quite a bit, get Obi-Wan focus into his 3 damage, and so on. To our events here, I have 1 adapt, 0 resources. Remove 1 shield from 1 of your characters to gain a resource. Add 1 altar, 2 cost. Turn up to 2 dice to sides of your choice, yours or an opponent's. Really strong cards. I was able to focus my die into damage and basically blank out an opponent's die. 1 dark scheme. Look at the top 5 cards of an opponent's deck. Discard 1 of them and place the rest on top of their deck in the order of your choice. Add 1 dive, 2 cost. Ambush. Remove up to 3 dice showing range damage. This actually saved me and probably helped me win my first game, which was against Elite Luke, Elite Boba Fett. So they had 3 dice with range damage, so I basically played this, removed all 3, and took another action. Had 1 heightened awareness from the starter, 2 cost. Has ambush, give a character 3 shields. Add 1 investigate, 1 cost. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, add 1 of them to your hand, and place the rest on the top of your deck in the order of your choice. Add 1 invigorate, 1 cost. Spot a blue character to heal 1 damage from each of your characters. Add 1 legacies, 0 cost. Spot a blue character to resolve 1 of your dice showing a modifier as if it were not modified. Add 1 mislead, 1 cost. Remove a character die showing a value of 2 or less. I had 1 no cheating, 0 cost. Deal damage to an opponent's character equal to the number of additional actions that opponent took during their last turn. We had 1 respite, the respite. I never actually used it, used it to discard for rerolls, but exhaust one of your characters to gain a resource and draw a card. And 1 shelter, 1 cost, remove a die showing indirect damage. We had 1 the force is with me, 1 cost, remove a die showing range damage or indirect damage. And finally, we had 1 unbreakable, 1 cost, remove a die showing a value equal to or less than the number of shields on your characters. One game I was able to remove I had 2 shields on Obi-Wan, so I was able to, or it may have been Luke, 2 shields on Luke, and I was able to remove a die with a value of 2 or less. Alright, so my first game, which was against Elite Luke, Elite Boba Fett, I won that. Then I played against Elite Luke, Single Die Palpatine, which I lost. And the final game I played was actually a mirror match, so Elite Luke versus 1 Obi-Wan, which I was able to win. So I really like these starters. These starter decks and the cards feel really strong. So stuff like Hidden Blasters, really good. You get you get Ambush. You get to remove a shield, which is really nice. And I really feel this R2-D2 is incredibly strong. So no blanks, double specials, has damage, and you can basically focus a die with that, which is really good. And I'm really liking Luke. Luke's power action seems really good as long as you have 2 resources to spend on it. I was able to resolve his 2 damage for 4 during 1 turn. 1 turn I had it on 1 melee and was able to get 3 out of it. And also, Obi-Wan Kenobi is really strong as well. So 2 really high damage sides, and you get a shield whenever you roll him in. He's got additional shield sides on his die as well. And then when it's just down to Obi-Wan, so in the final game, Luke was defeated and I had Obi-Wan left, and I had Obi-Wan with a bunch of shields. Obi-Wan definitely has a lot of good survivability, so whenever you roll him in, you get a shield. So imagine Obi-Wan with a red character where you can feint in Obi-Wan, get a shield, remove the dice, and then roll him in again and get another shield. So definitely some really cool stuff with Legacies. So this is just my very first sealed event with Legacies, where we each used 8 booster packs of Legacies, plus 1 of each of the starters. 1 Boba Fett starter, and 1 Luke Skywalker starter. That's going to do it for this video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Take care.